Everybody, welcome to Pharrell and the Prophet. Super excited because we actually have some college football. Now, I know my partner may not be too thrilled about the games that we have, but you know what? I'm just so fucking excited, Scott, that we've got college football and we've got some plays for you guys. Scott's going to throw it out there. So here we go, gang. It's NCAA
Yeah, no,
time.
that's fantastic. We're really stoked that there's games today, even though they're all ass mustard. But I just wanted to say a couple of things first. I've had about enough of this other bullshit. In other words, like, these 3 day free trials we've been giving you. Here, have 3 days of sex for free and see if you like it or not. I'll tell you what.
I
Watch the
would.
fucking podcast and you'll get plenty of free plays. This is where you'll get your free plays. But this is about
Right
you
here.
getting picks. Our 30 profit play plan is $30. You get 2 profit plays a day, no questions asked.
Yep.
The $100 max play, you get the max plays and the profit plays, at least 4 plays a day. The elite, you're getting for $7, you get
Best play of the
everything. This is
day.
about you
Yeah.
pay to play. The bottom line is this: we don't have bad months. We don't have losing months on profitable.tv and for all in the profit. So if you buy picks, you're going to make money every month. That's just all there is to it. And you're going to make your money back faster than you can spit. So I've had about enough of people, Tuesday I go 5-0, Wednesday I go 0-5, Thursday I go 4-1, and then the Wednesday people dove off the Titanic. I've had enough of fucking pussy ass people that don't want to dance with us. You either are in or you're not. And like today or whatever, the other day I did a show and I gave out a pick in the middle of the show that wasn't one of the plays for the night of the 5 picks that you pay for. So I'm giving out plays anyway on like Pharrell Unplugged. Now we're doing them on Pharrell and the Prophet. So know that. So I want to start with this. So today, Clay Holmes and the Mets over the Braves in Atlanta. I like Clay Holmes and the Mets. Sunday, I like the under in the Giants Brewers game. And Sunday in San Diego at Petco, where they serve the best soft serve ice cream in a baseball cap money can buy with sprinkles. I'm going Pavetta and the Friars over Yamamoto and the Dodgers. Also, while I'm at it, because I'm a prick, uh, preseason football. There is a bunch of preseason football today, and I'm going to dive into it. Listen to this. I'm going to hit every one of these games. Bengals -2.5 over the Colts. Lions -1.5 over the Texans. I like San Francisco +2.5 over the Chargers, and I like Arizona +2.5 over Vegas. I just wanted to say that. Now, as far as college football goes today, the game in Ireland, in Dublin, is at noon. It's Iowa State and Kansas State. That's basically the only good game of the day. At the end of the day, that's the only good game because they both have decent
That's it.
quarterbacks. Tell me I'm wrong
Yeah.
because I don't think Stanford and Hawaii is a good game. They suck, Stanford. And
Oh my God, Scott! I got to jump in on the over. I got to jump in because you brought up the quarterbacks. I think 50 and a half, bro. I don't. I got an over. What do you got? I got an over on that
well, I
game.
have no problem with that. I think that's going to be a good game. Like I said, I think that's a very good game. Two good quarterbacks. They're both going to
Wide
score. I
open.
like that over.
Yeah, and just so you know, Scotty, we're looking at on the AI engines, our primary engine, Scott, has that game +4.5 for us. So it's running about 55 points, but we have two backup engines that are over 56. I like the over, bro.
I think that's the only game worth even looking at. Now, listen, I would love to be in Oahu right about now, getting ready to go to the Hawaii Stanford game tonight at 7:30. Now that's 7:30 East. Now I just want you to know that it's like what is it, a 6 or 7 hour time difference between when that game will be
Yes.
played. So it's
7.
like noon there when they play that game. It's going to be
Ah,
hot as balls,
forget it. Forget it.
right? Isn't it? I think it's on. It's
Yeah.
actually on CBS and Paramount. It's at 7:30.
I don't know.
There's no way that game's at 7:30 on Oahu. So
Yeah, I just wanted you to know, though, I'm trying, Scott, but I just don't give a fuck about that game.
yeah, I don't either.
I want to throw some other games out. Let me throw some. Look, I know we're lining up with crap. Is UNLV going to punch Idaho State in the balls or the
Well,
mouth?
it'll
right?
be interesting what I drop in terms of plays for these other games. I will say that growing up, I did try to smoke Tarleton cigarettes, and they're taking on Portland State. I've always called them Tarleton cigarettes. Nothing like having a cigarette nicotine mascot as your team. Now, look,
Yeah. I got Tarleton winning that, by the way, and covering. Sorry, I do.
look,
I
we've
do.
already given people plays for Saturday and Sunday to go make money on.
Yeah.
Those have nothing to do with the plays that you're paying for that
Yeah.
we're gonna drop. So know
Yeah.
that. And I've had enough of that
They're not our
fucking
best bets.
free shit.
Scotty,
I've had enough.
yeah, Scotty, let me line it up just so everybody understands. Like on our podcast, we're gonna throw out, we love fucking college football. We love small college football. We love the pros. We're gonna drop these picks. But I want to be very clear about this, Scott. Our best plays, right? 4 or 5 plays every day. Absolutely on top. The beta is +2, +3, +4 on the over-unders. On the spreads, at least 1.5, 2 points. The point is this, Scott. Those picks, those are called profit plays, max profit, and elite. And that's what we're selling, right? That straight up. That's what, if you join Profitable TV, you'll get that.
And another thing,
You'll get
so for all of our subscribers and customers that run with us, they already fucking know what happens. They already know what happens. We make people money every month. That's all there is to it. If you go back in time over the last 20 years, I will stand by this. Over the last 20 years of Pharrell on the Bench and into what it is now, the reincarnation of profitable.tv, I've never had a losing month ever in 20 years. I may have bad days, and I admit I have bad days, like Wednesday 0-5, Thursday 4-1 with a big dick right in your throat, with a, plus.
And the day before was 5-0.
And that was 5-0 and +5 bills and +3 something on Thursday. So
535.
we always make money. We always hit bets. We don't have bad months. This is about riding the pony for the month. This is ride the lightning for a month at a time. College football starts today. Then next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's an orgasm of college football. Then the following Thursday, it's Eagles, Cowboys. The NFL Pain Day season starts. Then Sunday, the 7th, it's full bore. And then the following Sunday, I'm going to Pittsburgh to see the Seahawks and Steelers in the Steel City. And it is on. It's simple. I'm not even bullshitting you. Get one of the plans if you're, whatever you're into, the 30, the 100, the 700. I'm telling you, you're going to find out the hard way if you don't do it, that everybody that's on our site and that's on the app and that's a member, that's a customer, they're all making money. That's all there is to it. And I'm done with everything else. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about. The other night, the Steelers played the Panthers in Charlotte. It was a terrible game. It was boring. It was awful, like preseason football is. But the thing that came out of that game was that the Steelers lost their number 1 pick. Harmon, the defensive tackle, got carted off the field and taken to the locker room, and they're saying he's out a month now with a sprained knee. That's better than hearing he tore his ACL and he's finished for the year. This guy, I don't know if you saw him in the game, but actually on the play that he got injured, he was actually manhandling a 320-pound offensive lineman and pushing him back like a fucking feather. This guy is a badass, Harmon, and they cannot afford to lose this guy for the season. So at the end of the day, losing him for a month to a sprained knee is almost a blessing, Mick.
Yeah, and I understand that, Scott. I think the real blessing was that the championship-ready New York Giants scored, I think, a 42-piece, Scotty. And I got to tell you something. The future is fucking bright, bro, here in New York. I'm excited.
Look, Jackson Dart's a badass. I will say, I kind of think he looks a little bit like a penis wearing that gigantic ice neck chain around.
You're an idiot.
So everyone can see it, like with enormous, like multi-million-dollar diamonds around his neck. Like, I don't see the point of that when you're playing football when you're a rookie. No. I can see that when you're in your 5th year and you're making tons of money.
He's a cocky fucker, dude. He believes.
I don't know about that look. I really don't. Look, they went 3-0.
I'm not disagreeing.
But listen, 3-0 in the preseason doesn't mean shit.
Means nothing.
If you don't come out and
win,
I
know that, Scott.
At the jump. And I'll tell you what.
Hold it, though, Scott. I'm going to say one thing. First team defense when it was out there. Scott, straight up, first team defense. We have a true disruptor. You still got the fat man running right up the middle, okay? And if, Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon State, whatever, can actually play some fucking football, dude, we have a filthy pass rush.
Thibodeau.
I'm telling you, we got defense.
People are such pussies about him, and they complain about him. The bottom line is he's young, and I think it takes time.
It doesn't reflect.
Develop in the NFL. People want
right.
instant gratification in the NFL. It doesn't work that way. These are grown men playing for paychecks, and they will kill you for that money and their family over letting you succeed at the highest level. In college, it's easy when you're a badass. I think between Thibodeau, Carter, and the rest of that pass rush, they have something. But they still, listen, I have a problem. I'm telling you, Russell Wilson he's gonna fail. He always fails. He'll win 6 games at best, and then he'll lose 6.
No.
I want to watch Jackson Dart, and I think your boy.
Me too.
I think Tommy Cutlets is going to get cut because famous Jameis, they paid him too much money, and he was throwing touchdowns the other night.
And by the way, Tommy Cutlets on his way out, he may get like the 4th string, fucking injury report dude for wherever in the UFL because his last game, Scotty, I think he was 17 of 20.
I think he threw
for 198 yards.
3 tutties.
Yes, dude. So listen, just so nobody gets faked out, he's no good. So, okay, he's
Brian
no good.
Robinson got traded to the Niners from the Commanders
for a 6th-round pick. Scott, nobody cares about Brian
SEC
Robinson.
Going to
Piece
a
of shit.
9-game schedule in conference in 2026. They said they would never do it, but now they're doing it.
One word. Money. This thing has turned into a money ball, Scott. It is out of control, bro. You see what's going on right now with the portal, with it, dude. It is money ball.
Did you see the Texans safety, Jimmy Ward? He's been injured, but he was arrested on accusations of physically and sexually assaulting the mother of his child while under the influence, allegedly, of meth in the presence of their child. According to reports, he's 34, was the captain for the Texans in 2024, was arrested on a felony domestic violence charge for choking his ex-girlfriend of several years, and rearrested a couple of weeks ago after testing positive for alcohol, which violated the conditions of his probation and bond. He's now facing a civil suit of more than $20 million in damages. He's accused of forcing his way into the chick's home at around 4:20 in the morning, 4:20 as in pot, on June 12th, going straight to the bathroom and then exhibiting erratic and aggressive behavior. On that night, she suspected he was under the influence of meth, specifically a crystal meth, and he threatened to allegedly fucking kill her multiple times, having allegedly slapped, choked, and dragged her into the bedroom. The son was woken up during this point, at which point she cradled him to calm him down, and then Ward demanded that she blow him. He wanted to smoke her in the midst of all this, which she complied to out of fear for her life.
Gosh.
At least he got a smoker out of it. Your boy is finished in the NFL.
Can I tell you something? Wait, cut. I'm getting everything. Cut. You can't do. What is wrong with you? Listen to me. I think he's a pussy, and here's why. Because Jaylen Brown's father, Quentin Brown, 57 years old, he didn't line it up. He didn't say, I'm going to do something bad. He went and dropped the bomb with an attempted murder. So his son's contract, Scott, is $250 million, and Papa Bear is going to spend the life of that contract in San Quentin.
He's 57. So Vegas police said he stabbed a guy. They got into an argument in a parking lot. So Brown, the senior, allegedly hit the victim's car when he got out of his SUV, leading to the argument. According to the police, Brown allegedly stabbed the victim multiple times after his back was turned. The victim was taken to a hospital and is recovering after surgery. You know what's funny? Didn't we just say that he got Kobe's wife pregnant? She's been pregnant 5 times now. He just knocked up Kobe's wife, and now his dad. So he got that press out.
A murderer.
Then his dad is in Vegas partying, thinking he's fucking Johnny Rogue, and he's out shanking people in parking lots, stabbing people, and they end up in surgery. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's just fantastic.
He's
You know,
a
I live
dang
for these
stank. Hey,
stories.
Scott. Scotty, can I give a simple thing I'm going to ask you, bro? Please. Scott, look at me. I need a thumbs up, an even, or a down. That's all I want. End zone celebration. Should you be allowed to brandish a gun? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
No. I
Why?
just think with today's day and age of like the other day you had the fake active shooter on campus at Villanova and at
Yeah.
Tennessee Chat. People are calling in, you know, fall shootings. Hey, there's a gunman on campus, and then the entire
Right.
world cascades on the campus with the popo, SWAT teams,
Yeah.
first responders. There's a lot of people scared, people running for their lives, people getting hurt, people getting stomped on, and people fearing for their safety and lives. I think that, the last thing we need in this country, to be honest with you, and I'm crazy and wild and funny and weird,
Yeah.
but I'm not interested in guns. I'm not interested in,
Yeah.
like, I didn't like Ja Morant with all of his gun celebrations in the NBA.
No,
I don't
yeah.
need guns in
Yeah.
the end zone in the NFL. I don't really have a problem with throat cutting. Like we just finished you off, or you're going to sleep. But guns are another story.
All right. So number 2, by the way, was the throat gesture. Cut it, end it, cut it. And they're saying they're not going to allow it. They're going to drop a 15-yard flag. Yes
Well,
or
I
no?
know there's one about like something about the nose or something that they're doing. I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is.
Nose wipe.
All I know is I don't really. I'll be honest. I know it sounds crazy because I'm like no to guns, but I don't have a problem with the cut your throat. Like you lose, game over.
Because you've
you're done.
always loved. I mean, Scott, you've always loved
Yes.
decapitation. You've been into certain
Guillotines
hanging,
and serial
stabbings.
killers, and
Exactly
and I
right.
love people that like. I love Dexter, where he cuts off 9 pieces of their body. I'm a big fan.
There you go. All right, and the last one I'm going to ask you about, because the nose thing, I'm with you, bro. I don't fully get it. I don't even
Is
know
that
what they're
like blow
complaining
or
about. And
something?
nor,
Doing
just so you know,
rails?
I
I
don't
don't.
honestly. I just don't care. But it's called unfortunate sexual gestures. How do you feel about that? Thumbs up,
Well,
thumbs
what is
down.
an unfortunate sexual gesture?
You tell me. You tell me, my friend. You're a professional at this.
I mean, is it like doing you know what I mean?
It could be, my friend. It
Yeah,
could be unfortunate sexual gestures.
I don't know, but I
What do
know
you think?
this. Listen, on that very note, like, because I don't know what that means, but I do know that a guy in Louisiana, a pedophile, agreed to be
Oh,
castrated by the state and serve his prison time. He was going to get, he got like 20 years. He's a pedophile. He's a
right,
freak, and he's into the kiddies
right.
and stuff. And so he agreed to the plea deal to
Terrible.
do time and be castrated. And I think that they should do
Yeah.
that as a public castration.
Yeah, and by the way, in that prison, when they get him and they cut him, that night they're serving Swedish meatballs. What
I
else you
got a
got?
guy. Did you see the guy at the this? Now I don't know where it happened. Like I'm gonna see this thing here right here. The guy that got naked at the JetBlue gate. Did you see the
I see.
guy? It was at Boston's Logan Airport, and he just absolutely stripped down naked, and he
Why not?
started mooning people and giving people the full kit and caboodle. His nuts, his
Yeah,
shaft. He mooned the
yeah,
cops. They carried him out
yeah.
naked. What is wrong with people now on airplanes? Like, can we go on a trip without having a fist fight, or someone attack
Right.
another, or someone yank out their dick, or someone get naked and run up and down the aisle? Like, the other day they yanked some guy off a plane. He beat up like 5 people. He threatened everyone. He was dropping N bombs. He was a racist. He was a pig. Like, what is wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I don't go on these planes. Like, have you been on a plane with these types of incidents? I haven't seen it. I don't
Can I
want to
tell you,
see it.
Scott, look, can I tell you right now? Coming home from Las Vegas, Scotty, coming home, the plane is filling up. So yeah, I'm sitting in first class. The aisle is filled. You know how that goes. Filled. And 90% of the flight was Hasidic Jews. I'm Jewish, whatever. Hasidic Jews. They're pouring in from Las Vegas and they're all going to JFK. What a surprise. Brooklyn to Las Vegas, Las Vegas to Brooklyn. Okay, so, Scott, this woman looks down at me. I'm already like kind of crashed, and I've had an edible, and I've had about 4 wines, and she goes, would you mind switching the Hiram and Shlomo so I can share? I just looked at her and go, lady, shut it. And I just closed my eyes. I'm like, why is she taking my seat, Scott? Why is that okay? Why do I have to?
No.
I paid $1,000. Why do I have to move,
What
bro?
I don't understand is, like, so I have no problem with anybody, but why do they wear skirts and leggings and like a headscarf to the gym? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Because
come
of
to
the
gym
hair,
all
the
time,
body
and they
hair.
have to wear all these clothes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It looks like they're going out to build a snow castle.
Yeah, no, I get that, and it is. I think it's a lot of it has to do with body hair, and we're probably going to hear about this because I think it's probably.
So I got a lot
racist.
more to talk to you about. Ohio State named their quarterback. It's that Sayan guy. He's the starter for that game, which is the 30th coming up. It's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday at the Shoe in Columbus. Sayan is the starting quarterback for the Buckeyes. What else? How about this? Joe Flacco, the starter for the Browns. How about Danny Dimes, the starter for the Colts? What do you think of those starters?
Not surprised. Richardson's career is done, by the way. No one wants him.
Here's another one. Notre Dame has named C.J. Carr the starter. He is the grandson of the former Michigan coach, Lloyd Carr. He is the Fighting Irish starting quarterback. He will start at Miami at Hard Rock on the Sunday night before Labor Day, the 30th, in Miami. I told you I wanted to go to that game.
He's going to get killed.
They're going to kill him. Hopefully they kill him. I hope Beck and the Canes beat him. How about this? Jake Paul is going to fight Gervonta Davis. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not.
I do.
Outweighs him by 70 pounds. And he's literally, I think he's like 6 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
I still like Gervonta Davis to beat his ass.
Yeah. I would not be surprised by that, but I got to tell you something. If you want to talk about, Scott, someone who is a master promoter who should be writing a Harvard business dissertation, boom. Genius.
So here's another one. As you know, we talked about severed heads. I always, it's just, I'm a big fan. 6 severed human heads with the skin peeled off, found on a Mexican road. Now, that is like dirty work by the cartel. I think that is fantastic. That is almost as good as when they hang everyone from like the bridges. They hang them from bridges, with their heads cut off, and they hang them or whatever by their feet upside down with no head. That is fantastic. So they cut their heads off, and when they found the heads, all the heads were skinned. Like, you can't make this up.
It's disgusting.
The Chiefs are sending wide receiver Sky Moore to the 49ers. So not only do they get Brian Robinson, they get Sky Moore. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Retread. No one cares. No one cares.
Western's ex-coach. You remember that guy, Pat Fitzgerald? He settled his lawsuit with the school. I don't know if you knew this or not. He had been suing him since he got fired. He sued the school for $130 million after being fired in July of 23.
He didn't get that.
I don't know what he got, but they settled, so he got something. I doubt he got $130 million.
Can I ask your genius ass, because you know everything about college football, can I just ask you, I got top 5 quarterbacks in college football. All I want, Scott, from you is thumbs up, thumbs down, or just neutral. Arch Manning, number 5. You buy him as a top 5 quarterback?
Absolutely.
I thought that was easy for you. Next up, we got Garrett Nussmeier, LSU. You buy him?
No. Wow. Overrated. I think,
really?
That guy has been overrated ever since he's been down there. He's done absolutely nothing.
I have to, I get it. This is going to be an interesting one for you because this is what you've done for me lately. But Lenora Sellers, South Carolina, athletic dude. But Scott, can he be the 3rd best quarterback in football in college? I don't buy it.
No, I don't deny that he's athletic and that he's skilled and has talent. And I think that, their coach has got a big mouth and they brag about how great they are, and then they never
Yeah.
amount to a hill of shit. So all I've
I'm
ever heard
complete.
is how
Yeah.
great South Carolina is. Now, I'll say this. It's a tough school to get into. Everybody wants to go to South Carolina down in Columbia. It's a cool school. There's no doubt about it. I've been there
It
for
is
many
cool school.
games at Williams.
Yeah.
It's a
Very cool.
great place. There's no doubt about it. But they never get it done in football. So all I ever hear about is how great they are. And they don't, at the end of the day, they don't mean shit to me. They don't matter.
Yeah. I'm with you. Drew Aller, Penn State. Interesting one, right? But number
Well,
two,
I think
it's interesting.
he's certainly in the talk for the Heisman, but he's not going to win it because he sucks too. I think that Penn State is loaded. I thought he was the best high school quarterback in the country, and I think at
He
the
was.
next level, he's been fair to Midland.
Yeah. I agree with you. All right. And everybody's got to, Cade Klubnik, yes or no? Clemson.
Well, look, I think he's better than all these others that they have in front of him. I think that Klubnik is legit. And the problem is, I think I want to see if Beck can do it at Miami. I think Beck can be better than Klubnik at Clemson. I think it comes
Really?
down to the Clemson and the Canes in that conference for my money. But as we've seen over the last few years, Miami always has problems with Georgia Tech. They had problems at Syracuse. I said last year on my show and on this show that they would lose both games, and they did. And they lost the bowl game to Iowa State. They always fuck it up with Big Chest, the coach at Miami. All I know is they have. Let's see if Beck can get it done. I never thought he was that great at Georgia either, to be honest with you.
No, I never did either. What I'll say, to be fair to Klubnik, here's one thing I will say, Scott. The guy throws 3 touchdowns in 2 out of every 3 games he plays. He just always throws 3 touchdowns or more. Last year, he lit it up for 36 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And by the way, nobody really thinks about this, but he ran for almost 500 yards. So he's not a bad baller.
I've had this conversation. Dabo thinks they're on the verge of being
16 and
going to
0.
win every game. So, I'll believe it when I see it. So,
Bullshit.
Look, and that's
I call
another great
bullshit.
school. There's no denying it's tough to get into Clemson, and it's fun. It's a cool place.
Good school.
And people want to go to school there. I get it. And let's see if they can live up to that lofty billing that they're giving themselves. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. It's gonna be. Listen, once again, super excited. So for everybody who's tuning in here, listen, big schools, small schools, you're gonna be getting plays all over the goddamn place, Scotty, because we're running into our, what, we're getting kicked in the ear here to hurry the fuck up. But guys, profit plays $30, max profit it's $100. Now you're looking at 4 plays a day, targeted the best of the best, and of course, if you're going elite, we've got our whales. That's $700 a month. What do you think, partner?
Well, I think everyone should sign up and get the picks. I just wanted to say next Thursday, you got Boise and South Florida, Ohio and Rutgers, Lafayette Bowling Green, East Carolina against NC State, Jack State against UCF in Orlando. Let me just show you a couple other ones. Elon and Duke, Martin and Oklahoma State, Buffalo and Minnesota, Nebraska and Cincinnati in the Queen City, Miami of Ohio at Wisconsin, Stony Brook at San Diego State. Then Friday night, Western Michigan and Michigan State, App State and Charlotte, Western Illinois and Illinois. I think Illinois is going to be good this year in the Big Ten. Believe it or not, they got a great quarterback. Wagner in Kansas. Kansas will already have played in their second game on that night, Friday night. Auburn and Baylor's a good one. Georgia Tech and Colorado's a good one. We'll see what Prime can do in Boulder against the Yellow Jackets. UNLV's at Sam Houston and Central Michigan at San Jose State. Then Saturday, don't forget, Texas, number 1 against number 3 Ohio State, depending on what poll. They're number 2 in some polls. Syracuse and Tennessee, FAU and Maryland, Ball State and Purdue. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Duquesne and Pitt. I just want to give you some of them. Old Dominion and Indiana, Nevada and Penn State, Alabama and Florida State. That's a good one. Montana State and Oregon, Illinois State and Oklahoma, Coastal and Virginia. It goes on and on. Long Island and Florida, Texas, San Antonio and A&M. There's just so many great games. How about LSU and Clemson, New Mexico and Michigan, Missouri State and USC, Georgia State and Ole Miss.
And this is why our producers want to
I
kill
don't give
Scott
a
because
fuck
he
what they
decides to
think.
run
I'm
this.
telling you, Cal and Oregon State, Utah and UCLA. That is Saturday. Sunday, Notre Dame and Miami gives me a hard on. Va Tech and South
Bingo.
Carolina. Then Monday night, TCU and South Carolina. That's on Labor Day Monday. That's next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday. So eat a dick. Sign
Miami.
up for the picks. 700 for a lead. Don't be a pussy.
Miami's going to take them out. All right, brother. I love you.
Bitch.